welcome. Today's video we're going to be reacting to is the racist YouTuber Achoo. Okay, I have a video that I'm working on editing wise right now that has to do with this content creator. What's the dirt? If you've seen the title, what's the deal with what's the dirt? That's what we're going to be finding out today. But I seen this and I was like, you know what? I think this is going to add to the lore.
Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, so loosen up. None of this is fact.
Loosen up.
Hint of humor. This is your cue to exit. Nah, seriously though, get out. Save your tears, because they're not welcomed here.
I mean, if you don't like the info, just call me a culture vulture.
Just one to delete, it's coming for.
Bro, what is going on with this?
You really thought you could sneak around my channel, spread lies, and just dip out like nothing was going to happen? Nah, negative. For those of you who are new here, welcome to the Pack Out. Basically, it's a segment where I make it feel like it's a horror film because it is gonna get scary. This ain't about being righteous, it's not journalism, and it damn sure ain't reported. This is about bullying these bums, usually red pill, PDFs, abusers, or translucents. A translucent is a prejudiced person. Think of it as justice, but with the toxic twist. I'm vengeance, bitch. Basically, a lot of cringeworthy shit like that. You see how that was just cringe as hell? It's supposed to be cringe, okay?
Should they fold that bitch no yoga mat?
This Joe Dirt in the face ass, Leave It to Beaver ass, Happy Gilmore looking ass, Uncle Father in the face ass. Hey, he for real look like the type that always asks for the aux cord just to put on Family Matters and start reflecting about what went wrong.
Hey, imagine you in a hot box and you just hear a nigga in the car. Why did you move to New York? Is this having proposed in 2015? I guess it's when they having it right, and then they know you actually like Meet the Grams, bro. If you just wouldn't have released Meet the Grams, bro.
Yo, because apparently Matthew out here playing games. This guy caused a whole mess of drama recently, proving once again his obsession and flat out prejudiced thoughts that are on a level that should come with a restraining order. Now, for those new to the fiasco, let me catch you up because not everybody's been here since the beginning. Z flashback segments. Months ago, I dropped my first video calling out Matthew, aka What's the Dirt, for some wildly prejudiced remarks he made about Kendrick Lamar and also a respected hip-hop journalist and YouTuber that goes by the name of The Company Man. My receipts stay undefeated.
Look, I will say this. This is when I first got introduced to him, when he was talking to The Company Man and like the way that he rebutted him and his entitlement that he had. I remember FD Signifier saying something about it. I remember Sean C saying something about it. You know, a couple of people came out and had some things to say. But the most recent one that I reacted had nothing to do with this shit. And it's still the continuation of horrible content. So, I don't know. Let's see.
In particular is a well-documented milkman who, like Kendrick, has a past of infidelity. I mean, Kendrick might just be a milkman. Huh? Right? A closeted milkman.
And after that, it's over. You wake up and you don't even know what you done.
I missed the show. I wish they bring it back.
The dude is like Carlton from Fresh Prince, and you're trying to frame this as me being racist.
My family growing up didn't use the N-word. I made a whole video on my channel. I didn't say the N-word for 20 years.
Bro, I could kind of tell.
What the fuck am I watching?
And what's also really clever here is that Drake is 37 years old and he says the N-word 37 times on this track, and I believe his reasons for doing this is he's basically saying the word for every year that he's been alive.
See, white people speaking on hip-hop is a crazy thing.
To symbolize that he was indeed born black.
Boy, if you don't...
Although Kendrick's child isn't anywhere near to as light as Drake's, Drake leverages this to subtly accuse Kendrick of hypocrisy. This is Kendrick's reality, right? He does have mixed children, and he does...
What's up, buddy? Cats can feel your energy. I'm telling you, every time I make a video on this dude, one of my cats come and give me love because they understand the anger that this motherfucker creates within me.
Does seem to prefer lighter complected women. Kendrick really wants to be with white chicks, right? That's truly what he
I ain't never.
Wants, but because he's Kendrick Lamar, he has to hide it. He's embarrassed to be seen. Because Drake is half black, the other side of his family uses it. Kendrick had to frame those lyrics like he had big plans of messing with thick queens with the weave looking on point, but in reality, he was gripping on a blonde ponytail and balls deep in skinny white ass.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Oh hell no! I need to know what was Academics talking about? Was he covering the beef? Because bro, that's the only reaction to this bullshit, bro.
Balls deep in skinny white ass.
Why are you so descriptive? Like, what the fuck?
The fuck is this nigga talking about?
Just call me a culture vulture.
So that video
Nigga, you're more than a culture vulture. You're too much.
viral, and the internet did what it does best, dragged his ass. Content creators from all corners jumped in, his credibility went up in flames, and his channel hasn't been the same since. Fast forward 3 to 4 months later, and my supporters start hitting me up like, hey yo, they were like, hey, this dude Matthew is out here wilding, talking big shit about you in another streamer's live, sending me messages, tagging me on Twitter. And sure enough, this dude Matthew was planting seeds about my identity like he's auditioning for Gossip Girl.
Shut up, bitch.
Super child, he came with that baggie. What's the dirt came with that baggie? Making fun of others, their physical appearances and how they speak while hiding your own face. Oh, making fun of others, their physical appearances and how they speak while hiding your own face and modifying your voice is the epitome of an insecure man. Pretty much to the definition. Yo, shout out, what's the dirt coming from that bag? He gave me $27 in Canadian money. So that's like 35 US dollars.
Okay. Matthew thought he was slick, calling himself exposing my voice mod. Crazy. Bruh, it's not even a mod. I pitched my voice down by 1, that's it.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
And you telling me,
I mean, different YouTubers can have different identities, bro. Like, that's what kind of makes the beauty of coming together on the internet like a thing. That shit deserves criticism. You're trying to speak on this hip-hop thing, and it's like, yes, you're gonna get criticized within doing it. And sure, if somebody with a voice modifier who makes YouTube videos, it talks about you, they're gonna talk about what was presented. They're not gonna sit and, I guess, try to pick you apart as a human being. They're just gonna pick apart what you're speaking about and like how you present in this certain topic. Because the topic you're bringing to hand is Drake versus Kendrick and your theories and hypothesis on the situation. So if others rebuttal it and they're like, nigga, you sound stupid, they're saying you sound stupid, not that you are inherently stupid and ugly and white and you ain't got no melanin and you ain't got no constant understanding. And no, they're just like, when you say dumb shit, that may be, I'm overly, the fuck am I talking about? I'm overly explaining myself.
That you do your own edits, I'm starting to call that cap, because you would know that. Don't be like Drake, man, lying on your craft and having a whole team doing your edits, boy. Anyone that edits any type of video or audio can tell that it's pitched down by 1. So naturally, I drop a warning video, you feel me? I say, hey, look, stop talking shit in the chat or get packed out, Matthew. Those are your options. Stop talking shit or get packed the fuck out. Cause I bully the bullies, bro. He messages another YouTuber who I won't name and starts planting more messy seeds. And this time he drags KB Goes Live into it. KB, by the way, is a white content creator who does his own thing and had nothing to do with this nonsense. But Matthew was messy as hell and claimed that KB was pretending to be black and running my channel.
Just call me a culture vulture.
I can't make this shit up. By the way, before we move on, just know this. KB is also from the South with an accent that you can very much hear. And I'm from California. You see how uneducated.
Wait, hold the fuck up. It's like, hold on, I gotta do my research. It's like Croc Game ENT. Y'all know about Croc Game?
Just know this. KB is also from the South with an accent that you can very much hear. And I'm from California.
He's saying that, all right, we're just testing out a theory. We're seeing something real quick.
Here we go. We've got Drake, the second successful the songs were that he put out against Drake, but I'm gonna call Cap
super duper lame ass fucking soldier. You should have just been fucking Ray Charles to them damn tweets, because now I'm on that ass.
He trying to say that they're imitating black culture and that he was trying. We need to see context, but he also didn't want to shout out that creator.
Is about culture. It's not just, you know, when you say the word culture, we're not just talking about black culture. There's culture everywhere. There's also a thing called American culture. He can't tell how I speak is any different than KB goes live when KB is from the South.
Just call me a culture vulture.
For him not to be able to tell us apart, KB has a Southern accent. There is no reason why you would get us mixed up. That's insane. So after he planted these seeds that led to this other YouTuber attacking me out of nowhere, thinking I was KB using black culture as a cover up. Me and this guy argued back and forth through messages until the dude realized he got played. Matthew had set this entire thing up, dragging two successful black creators into drama just to entertain himself. The YouTuber eventually sent me screenshots of Matthew's original messages, which revealed this entire chain reaction. Turns out Matthew's master plan was to spread lies about me being anonymous, roped in two other creators, and try to frame me as someone exploiting black culture. And prior to this, remember the original stream, he was planting the seed about my voice being modded. It seems that he was setting this up from the jump, and it's embarrassing. Like, bruh, you really sat down and thought this is the move.
Just call me a culture vulture.
And what's even more embarrassing for Matthew, KB Goes Live tried to reach out to him numerous times before all this nonsense even blew up. Like, this man had every opportunity to clear the air, squash the drama, and act like a grown-up. Matthew, you literally tried to stalk and bully this man in his comments. Come on, man. What are you doing for real? Like, what were you thinking? Refusing to respond only shows you wanted the drama to build so you could sit back and watch the mess you started. Matthew, how you gonna start fires then act shocked when the flames burn you? You play victim too much, gang. You might as well go for a Netflix role or a Tubi role or something. You need to be the next damsel in distress the way you play victim.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Of course I exposed him on Twitter because someone had to. And it didn't stop there. Not in this film. Matthew's response was just stupid as hell. Haha, man, I didn't spread this about you at all. I had a bunch of people hit me up accusing you of being this KB Goes Live dude. I'm sure you've seen it in your comments before also. All I did was ask someone that's close with KB if he really thought it was you. And then the supposed email that was sent to What's the Dirt that made him go turn into Sherlock Holmes and all this shit. It says, "What's up, Matt? The guy running the deleted channel is KB Goes Live. He's a white kid from pretending to be black. Hence the reason for the voice in the anonymous channel. Just giving you the heads up, buddy. The rest is up to you." That buddy part is very revealing though. Oh, that's very, very revealing. Buddy? Who says that? Who says that? So then, of course...
Meanwhile, I'm still over here trying to figure out if that was a sound effect he added in the video or if somebody really joined the Discord. Let me just chill out.
Someone comments the feed and says, "Be a man, take ownership for your fuck ups. I know you fucked up a lot this past couple of months, but having morals will go a long way for you and may heal your condition without the need of medication." And then What's the Dirt will respond with a message that a lot of people didn't like, and he ended up getting jumped in the comments. "Haha, nah, off meds is bad. I've never used my illness to justify behavior either. I wish someone point out a time where I did that. If people only knew the volume of time I spend on the phone with people struggling with their mental health, most of them black men actually."
What the fuck is going on, bro? I'm paying attention, okay? And I'm a little lost. I'm just gonna let that be known.
Just
I'm following, but it just seems like it's taking so many turns. Like, it started off by one content creator saying he was one way, and then he came out, was planting the seed that a dude had a voice changer on in his videos. This all stems somehow from Not Like Us.
Call me a culture vulture.
Yeah, you know, they told his ass in the comments with that one. I only grabbed a couple. One of them quoted him and said, "Black men actually laugh out loud." And Matthew's response, "Well, yeah, because I'm accused of being racist, which I am fucking not. Nowhere even close." And then another user responds and says, "What the hell is wrong with you?" So then it goes into What's the Dirt responding to me once again. He says, "I wasn't planting a seed, man. I'm close with and he's good friends with KB. Multiple people have told me that it's you for months now. I wouldn't circulate it because there's no proof. And mind you, he responded to me because I asked him why didn't he reach out to me, like why didn't he hit me up? Why didn't you message me, try to get on a call with me, anything? You just went ahead and just did all this, and that was his response to that. So you guys do notice all this dude does is focus on race, right?
Just call me a culture vulture.
His main objective, his primary mission, was to make people believe I'm white. Why? Why was that your focal point? Why? What is the reason? It's to the point where that email might have not even been anybody. It probably was himself messaging himself. I wouldn't pass it by him. Matthew really should have just taken my word and believed I'm a black creator with substance and the ability to speak intellectually. The fact that he couldn't wrap his head around the idea of a black person producing content like mine says a lot about his warped and prejudiced mindset. It's almost like in his head, black people aren't capable of creating anything thoughtful or high quality, because why else would he do it? Why would he even assume I was white in the first place? It's just another layer to his already exposed pattern of his out of touch prejudiced thinking. What exactly would a white creator gain from pretending to be black? Well, my entire channel is built around uplifting black culture, black pride, and black history. Almost every video I post centers around celebrating and defending the culture while calling out vultures like you. My very first video on you focused on your prejudiced remarks about Kendrick and Justin, exposing your ignorance. So why on earth would you even assume I'm a white man? It doesn't add up. The math isn't mathing. The math isn't mathing, Matthew. It's not. This dude really proved he hasn't learned a damn thing. He's still out here acting clueless, talking about being a therapist for his black friends like that clears his record. He's over here parading, I save black people and I'm their friend therapist. That's some of the most self-serving, cringeworthy nonsense ever. Bruh, that's not how you prove you're not prejudiced. I have a black friend vibes, and it's straight up pathetic. Nobody's buying it, Matthew. Then there's the mess with the company, man. After his prejudiced remarks about Justin, man, you would think Matthew would sit and reflect and maybe take like a culture awareness class or some shit. But nah, this bozo was on someone else's stream talking shit like he didn't care about what he did, acting like it wasn't that serious when he was blatantly.
He didn't do shit. Nobody got shit wiped.
Shit, like he didn't care about what he did, acting like it wasn't that serious when he was blatantly making prejudiced comments about Justin. Nah, bro, you were called out because you deserved it, and now you're trying to play victim. His so-called apology was obviously not even an apology. It was just him trying to save his already sinking credibility. And what's up with this Kendrick Lamar obsession, bruh? This dude started using the phrase Kendrick stands like it's a new slur. And that wouldn't be a problem. Honestly, it really wouldn't be a problem considering the fact that Kendrick supporters call Drake fans OV hoes. But every time Matthew says it, he follows it up with phrases like Messiah, Jesus, Savior, or cult, making it pretty obvious, pretty clear with his translucent ass. He's trying to code it as a dig at black people, and that's beyond weird. And don't forget, remember I told you before, that translucent word, that's for people that are prejudiced, nobody else. If you're not prejudiced, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
My bad.
The word, that's for people that are prejudiced, nobody else. If you're not prejudiced, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Blaming his downfall on Kendrick's fans is just pathetic. Nobody made you say the dumb shit you said, Matthew. Nobody forced you to act like this. That's all you. Instead of taking the responsibility, you're out here using coded language and doubling down on your nonsense. It's transparent. You're clear. You're glass. We see you. It's pathetic. And honestly, it's embarrassing to watch.
Just call me a culture vulture.
This is where the whole culture thing comes in. I'll be very brief on this. Y'all know how I feel about the word culture and all that. Like, it's just an overused joint. I don't understand how anyone can say what's the dirt's not from the culture when he knows so much about hip hop. Someone will have to break that down to me. He knows a lot about hip hop, but I just don't understand, regardless if a person is from India, if they're white, if they're from Canada, y'all gotta help define that culture thing for me. Because when someone knows...
I got you, my nigga. Definition of culture: the arts and others manifestations of human intellectual achievements regarding collectivity.
I don't understand how you can say they're not from the culture. So maybe y'all just got to define, maybe we just have different definitions of what from the culture means.
All right, now this right here is exactly why Matthew doesn't get it and probably never will. He's out here feeling validated, thinking he's untouchable because a couple of his black friends co-sign his nonsense and gas him up, telling him he's cultured just because he studies hip-hop. Like, congratulations, Matthew, you studied some bars and wrote down some history notes, and that makes you down. He's convinced it's just one certain fan base that doesn't like him, so he brushes off all the criticism, and he keeps doubling down on his out of touch and prejudiced takes. Instead of reflecting on why people are calling him out, he's using these black cosigns as a shield to keep being ignorant, and that's why he is the way he is now, and why he'll never learn a damn thing. We have to do better, man.
What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
I'm tired of my people making excuses instead of educating. That doesn't mean you can't be friends with someone from another culture. Just educate them, especially when they're wrong. When I visit my Latino friend's house, his mom only speaks fluent Spanish. We all grew up around Latinos. I eat Hispanic food frequently. Shit, I love tacos. I love Taco Tuesday. What could I say? But when I'm at their house, my friend always has to translate for me because that's her primary language. Even if I studied Spanish, listened to Spanish music, or learned about their traditions, it wouldn't mean she would see me as a part of her culture. She would respect that I love and appreciate her culture, and she'd honor the effort I put into understanding it, but she'd still see me as a guest, not someone who inherently belongs to it. So why would this situation be any different?
Falcrum, come in! I went off and did some things, but with the power of editing, you'll never know I went anywhere.
Pop culture. Imagine me studying all the iconic figures, music, and legends of the Hispanic culture, then walking into their home and debating them about it, dismissing and disrespect.
I could tell you about Cesar Chavez for real, bro. You can't tell me about Mexican Revolution. I know. That would be kind of crazy.
When you approach someone else's culture, especially as an outsider, there's a line between admiration and entitlement. You can appreciate it, but you don't get to dictate how it's valued or understood by the people who live it every day. Respect goes both ways, and overstepping that line undermines the very respect you claim to have.
I think I just found the title for this video. When trying to be what the culture feeling goes wrong, bro. Because that's all that he's doing. He's trying to be what the culture's feeling, and it's just not working. It's like you're very invasive on something, and then you're trying to claim that you have knowledge and that you have insight, but when it's exposed, it's just like maybe you're reaching or maybe you're going overboard. It's like, who's this guy? I could tell you didn't say nigga growing up. Son, pipe down.
Things can't be fully understood unless you live them. It's one thing to love and appreciate music or culture, but it's another to act like you know the experience better than the people who lived it. That's where respect comes in. Knowing when to observe and not insert yourself. I mean, the same could be told by rock and roll and doo-wop. I'm not gonna lie, I love all music. A big part of that is because I love movies, and so many of them use old songs, like doo-wop or classic rock. But even if I memorize every song, do you think I could sit down with my grandmother and school her on doo-wop songs she grew up with? No matter how much I studied, I wasn't there to feel the impact or understand what—
You weren't there to feel the sway and everything, nigga. You wouldn't know, nigga. You don't know blues, you jive turkey ass nigga.
Through at that time. The same goes for rock. You think I could tell a white man what he felt or what was happening when he was living that rock and roll lifestyle? Now, I know rock and roll came from Chuck Berry, but I'm talking about the height of metal rock, when rock became the center of music. I'm not talking about back in the 60s and 50s, because yes, rock and roll stemmed from black people. It did. Came from Chuck Berry. But I'm talking about when heavy metal took over. AC/DC and Aerosmith and all those guys. You think I could tell—
Way to hell! You can't tell them niggas shit about AC/DC, boy. The fuck you say about Fred Mercury?
A white man about his culture, because that's considered culture. You can't simply study a culture and assume you're a part of it. Cultural belonging is shaped by lived experiences, traditions. While you can appreciate and respect a culture, being a part of it requires more than intellectual knowledge. It's about being immersed in its nuances, practices, and values from within. And like Kanye say, bro, some people graduate and they still stupid.
Some people graduate, but we still stupid. big.
It don't matter what kind of education you have, what kind of degree you have. That doesn't make you smart or bright. That just gives you credentials. Some people graduate and they're still stupid.
Just call me a culture vulture.
Just like Canadian culture, I don't know nothing
Honestly,
about
the
it.
overuse of that clip is, it's not funny, but it's funny.
I can't
many
tell
more times
this
do you think he
man,
uses it?
Matthew, what his
Probably how many years he is of age.
culture's about. I couldn't do that. No matter how much I studied it, that will never mean that I have now Canadian culture. Like, you gotta look at it in a different lens sometimes, because for some reason when we talk about black culture, everyone doesn't understand anymore. It's insane. Hey, let me just say this, you guys. I highly recommend everyone to invest in a VPN, set up an LLC, and use security.
Alright, type shit.
Thinking it gives him a free pass to keep being out of pocket. And then the obsession with
You're
me
out of
is
pocket.
wild. It's crazy. Like, bro, I didn't pick on you for no reason. I just outed you for what you did to Justin Hunt. Then I outed you again for the little dumb shit you were saying in someone else's live stream. I mean, come on, man. You really jumping in other people's live streams, planting these little seeds about me.
It's like, yo, this nigga he really trying to be strategic with his beefs, and it's like, just respond to the person directly.
Dragging innocent YouTubers into the mess and trying to convince the world I'm some white dude faking his blackness. Like, how desperate do you have to be to stoop that low?
Just call me a culture vulture.
You're not discrediting me, Matthew.
So
you just exposed how much of a jester you are. And the sad part, you still ain't learned shit. You keep doubling down, ignoring the real issue at hand, and letting people gas you up instead of checking you. That's why his career is in the gutter. Until Matthew gets real with himself and stops being in denial, he's gonna stay losing. And that's just me being real and honest with you. At this point, the only thing Matthew's exposing is how deep he's sinking in his own bullshit. It's definitely not what's the dirt anymore. It's what's this shit. Okay, that was corny.
Fair. Great video, man. Shout out Deleted. Y'all go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, like I said, I got another video that's gonna be coming out where I reacted to what's the dirt's video directly. So I have a little bit more of a direct line of opinion and words to draw from in that video that will be going up soon. I'm kind of getting lightheaded from doing all that. Yeah, this was very informative. Like he said, you know, you can study so much about culture, but that it doesn't mean that you are the culture because you studied it and you feel like you understand it from a informative level. It's like you may just lack the melanin to truly be cultured, and that's okay. Just don't claim that you know more, that you have a better understanding, or that you're all encompassing because you know so much and you study so much. But yeah, I feel like this will probably turn into a couple of videos. So I'm gonna just leave this one here. Y'all go leave a like on the original content creators. Go check out What's the Dirt's videos and come to a conclusion for yourself. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's been Creo, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have yourselves a good rest of y'all day. Dose.